Oh, we're back. We took a week off, but we're back, giving the people what they want. Killer Bees podcast, week 11 fantasy coming up.
Yeah, I named it 9 because I just literally had no idea.
It could be 10.
Yeah,
It's
I thought it might be 10.
11
It's
coming up.
11. 2 weeks left to the playoffs, boys.
And things are wide open right now. Wide fucking open.
Things are wide open. However, I just was looking at like the standings, and on the far right it says like the streak. And so since week 9, our last podcast, when I basically said it was like there was like 6 teams fighting for 2 spots, the Muckham Mad Boys and the Pears have each won 3 in a row, and Kevin's future brother-in-law has also won 2 in a row. Meanwhile, the 7th Floor Crew has dropped 2 in a row, and big wins for the Muckham Mad Boys, Bruce.
Dude, it felt pretty good. I'll be honest. Actually, right now, I don't know what this says about my personality, but I am 5-5 in every single one of my leagues. I'm just like I'm the Jeff Fisher of fantasy football right now, and I don't know. Jeff Fisher is also the most like winningest head coach besides Bill Belichick in the NFL right now. So
It's only because he's been in the league since we were like in diapers.
That is what we call semantics.
But I do like where your head's at. The 5-5 mark. We both know you can go either way this week. This week holds a little, mystery box.
It's true. It's very true.
Jared's really been falling off though.
Yeah, I obviously my team's been struggling a little bit. Lost 2 starting running backs. Tried to rebuild the best I can. The first person I went to after Dion Lewis went down and I needed a running back was Jer. And I said, Jer, let me take this Eddie Lacy fiasco off your hands. I know it's been bugging you all year. And I offered him Jarvis Landry. I said, Jer, you need a little consistency on your team. Jarvis Landry, nothing better. And he goes, no, man, I'm good. You're the one in trouble right now.
I hate it. That's a reaction he had to me too. Like, no, like Jared thinks like if his team is winning, like there's no way he could ever improve it. Like,
yeah. He first said, okay, yeah. How about I want to keep Eddie Lacy, but how about Latavius Murray? I said, sure, I'll take him. He said, I'll look at your team. He looks at my team, gets back to me. Yeah, I actually don't like any of your players more than the guys I have. And I was like, dude, you're fucking insane. Like, come on. Now you're the one in trouble here, Bo. You're the one in trouble.
I will give it to Jer. He is loyal to a fault, and he will ride or die with his guys till the end. He believes in his draft, and that's what you got to do.
Yeah, that Eddie Lacy #1 overall hasn't worked out too well.
You took a flyer.
To Jared's defense, a lot of people's #1s haven't worked out well overall.
Well, all the rest have got injured, but
yeah, one of them just got fat. So
that too.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, let's rank them. Count them down, Bo.
Let's move it on. Big announcement this week. We will have 10 teams in the ranks, as Harlan Elkin has professed his love to the league. He wants to be mentioned. Harlan likes to be the topic of conversation. He was feeling left out, a little FOMO, pretty classic. And he was thinking about coming on this week. I'm pretty sure we're going to have him on next week. He's going to talk about his season and how he's come to truly realize his love for this fantasy football league. And with that, number 10, number 9, number 8, all 3, because in my opinion, these 3 teams are this might be their last week of any fun. Next week, probably not going to mean much. But JJ Cutler 10, HaHa Clinton Dix 9, Matty Two Steps 8.
All lost this week, I'm pretty sure. Disappointing. I think we can almost cross them, all 3 of them, off. Sam, obviously, but Osh Ocean Kyle had last-ditch efforts last week, and they just couldn't muster up the effort.
I didn't understand O'Shea's confidence in Bradford, just being like, fuck it, I'm just going to stick with Bradford. Even though there was, in my opinion, there was better quarterbacks on the waiver wire.
Way better quarterbacks.
I would agree. I had Kirk Cousins just fucking take my ass down this week.
Yeah.
You like that?
You like that?
I love that. Love that.
Yeah, I beat Osh. I shouldn't feel good about that, like as good as I do about it, but I do feel pretty good about it. And then, I beat the shit. I don't know why Jared feels so good about his team either. Like, he's 4-6.
Yeah, he's in trouble. Like, this week I had zero doubt in my mind that I was going to win. Like,
yeah,
he put up 61 points. That's terrible.
Yeah, him and Kyle both had pretty down weeks. I don't even know. I don't know if it's mathematical or not, but I mean, Osh is pretty much eliminated. Kyle, in my opinion, gonna have to pull some stuff out of his ass. Definitely not completely out of it, but got some people to climb over. And then Jared sitting there at 7th, and then you, Bruce. So that should be interesting.
Hey, I did. Well, we can keep on going with the rankings. Probably not the best time to talk about it.
Sure. Well, at number 7, and then number 6 at 7, we've got the 7th floor crew, Jared Devo, 44. And number 6 is Kevin's future brother-in-law with another key injury this week, so that's why he's fallen down to number 6.
Ooh, ouch.
That is rough.
Yeah, I thought Bruce was going to be there, and not because of his team, but you are correct. The big injury to Julian Edelman is a fucking killer. The waiver wires will be hot this week. I can feel it already, but we'll see who has the order.
Remember how many weeks in a row I made fun of Harlan for having Jeremy Langford on his team? It was like continual, like the first 6 or 7 weeks.
He brought that up in his profession of love to this league.
So Bruce called me an idiot. Now who's the idiot? I'm Jeremy Langford.
I was listening to every podcast. I just didn't really care that much, and you guys were making fun of me, and he turned out to be awesome. Except that he dropped him and got lucky to pick him back up.
Yeah, he got lucky. He picked him back up because he does so fucking little in our league that probably the only one above him was Sam, and Sam probably used it on Mason Crosby.
I was just praying that Harley wasn't going to pick him up that week.
Yeah, he made one claim all year, and that was lucky. Jeremy, he got him back, and he's back right there at the top again, isn't he? In the waiver order.
I'm very interested to see what happens with the Langford Forte situation.
When is Forte expected to come back?
I don't think not this week, but next maybe.
Yeah, for Thanksgiving game, I think.
Yeah. And I mean, Langford's been so good. There's no way he doesn't get touches. But I would assume Forte is going to take over the lead role again.
I mean, I don't know. We're pretty hot right now. We don't want to mess up what we're doing,
especially with Forte expiring too.
We're coming for the Minnesota Vikings. Coming for that top spot, NFC North.
Yeah, Bo, this is as good a time as any to talk about that big Lions win this weekend. Is this gonna be the fire lit under their butts to just make a move?
Yeah, we're winning out, going 9-7. Gonna squeak into the playoffs. We're going to the Super Bowl.
Oh my gosh!
Did you hear that stat? That was the first time the Lions won in Lambeau since 92.
91.
91. That is outrageous.
Very serious rookie year.
When I was born. That was my first win in Lambeau as a Lions fan. It was a great day.
What does that mean then? Does that mean you died this year? I think that means you died this year.
No, I think that means I'm sprouting new life.
That's not how that works. If you
were born, yeah,
if you're dead this year, if I were you, I'd be looking left and right, just trying to make sure that Father Time isn't trying to beat your ass.
You have 1 month to live, Bo. What are you gonna do with your life?
Don't you remember WWJD? I'm good.
That doesn't mean you ain't gonna die.
That's true. Maybe that's the way I really get closer to God. is I go sit right next to him.
Playing
Could be.
fantasy football all the way up there.
That's
Could be.
it. I'm whatever it takes.
All right.
And number 5, Brewpocalypse, Mucka Mad Boys.
The Mucka Mad Boys.
Guys, it feels good to be back in the top 5. I cannot lie. I did exactly what I needed to do these last 2 weeks. I put up 155 points on Jer. Just embarrassed the fuck out of him. Last week, it wasn't a huge win over O'Shea, but a win nonetheless. And then you know what I have this week? It's my bye week, playing with J.J. Cutler. It's awesome. So that's 6-5. I mean, I don't want to jinx it. Knock on wood. 6-5, and then I have a tough matchup going into week 12 when I play coach. So this is what I like. I like this momentum starting right now. I'd rather have my momentum now, unlike Bo, who had his all in the beginning.
Ooh, good point. You hold all of your fate in your hands. You
It's
just
true.
winning. I would be scared of that coach matchup. I am scared of coach. I'm terrified. I don't know. And the fact that he has this waiver, he has like the second waiver order this week. I'm like, he's the only team that scares me. Sorry, Bo, your team doesn't scare me anymore.
I'm not scared of coach. I'm not scared of anyone's team in this league. I really not. I'm not. I think my team. We've been struggling. We'll get there. We've been struggling, but I just see it as a wide open thing. That being said, it does look like most likely, unless Bruce, you can take down coach for me, I may miss out on the bye, which is a big thing because fantasy football playoffs, you want to play as few games as possible. Anything can happen in a 1-week scenario, but
Hey, the only other relevant thing about my team was my desperation move to try and get rid of Andy Dalton before I just kept being afraid he would have no worth. Kyle ended up getting him. I don't know if Kyle ended up starting him.
I think he did, and he had a bad game.
Yeah, he
Because he
did.
had
he
Big
did have
Ben,
a-
too.
Yeah.
He had Big Ben, and Big Ben had an awesome game, right?
Yeah, but Big Ben
Yeah,
didn't
but
start, so
Oh.
wouldn't have played Big Ben because Jarvis Landry started and then he got hurt, and then Big Ben just put up like 1,000,000 points.
You mean Landry Jones?
Landry Jones.
Jarvis Landry Jones?
Jarvis Landry Jones.
Yeah, got a little desperate. Didn't see any teams that would really need a quarterback besides O'Shea, and I didn't think he'd be willing to deal. So I just tried to get some value with James Jones. Started James Jones in my flex, got me 0 points. So that's going for me.
So it didn't work out for either of you.
It's fine. I had Stevie Johnson on my bye last week, so I feel good about him returning, and my team just continuing to improve. I'm just a big rubber band ball that we just keep throwing rubber bands on it. You think these rubber bands are going to snap? They don't. It's rolling faster. And I don't think that's ever going to stop.
I think that's a snowball. Rubber bands.
Yeah, I tried to get a little tricky with
combine them there. But when
I
you
regret
got
it a little.
Rodgers and AP, that itself can lead you to all the way to the fucking promised land. So
I feel good about my chances, especially since a couple weeks ago everybody was willing to count me out. So
actually, I retract that. Aaron Rodgers is basically dead. Olivia Munn killed them, and the Packers are dead too.
Aaron Rodgers is a system quarterback.
System quarterback, but get Matt Flynn back. He can put
But
numbers. there.
Adrian Peterson is really heating up right now, and in my opinion, I think he's the best running back in fantasy right now. Gurley, right up there too, but AP's been back to AP, and that's a good thing for your team, Bruce.
it's a great thing, Bo. It's a great time to be alive. I had a great weekend. I feel really good. I'm sorry that I bitched out on you guys last week. Like you guys said, that's my gypsy lifestyle. I just pack up and go sometimes.
I'm glad you're embracing it. How was your weekend? I want to know about Austin.
It was fantastic. Just got there, rented a house with 9 of my best pals, not including you guys, but if you were there, it would have made the time better. Yeah, it was really good. We just drank. We had a great food. We enjoyed the weather. My special friend Luke had a lot of fun too. We all brought some girls home. It was a lot of fun.
Strippers?
No,
Were they paid for?
just other vacationers. it was an interesting time.
That sounds fun.
Let's just say I have been spouting off. I may have found my future wife. So.
Oh.
Did your
Are you moving to Austin anytime soon?
I can only hope.
I have some connections out there.
Ooh, connect me up. Oh, speaking of connections, is somebody a little too worried to ask their dad to get us Bieber box seats? All I want is Bieber box seats.
When does he come? I asked you.
Dude, I thought I answered you. He's coming like 2 weekends, like 5 months from now.
They have to come before. You have to let me know before it comes on sale.
It comes on sale on Friday. Like officially. There's like some like American Express. We'll talk about this after.
All right.
Okay. That's all for me. Moving on.
Did your special friend Luke put on some weight, or did the beer just add it to him?
It must have added it to him. I don't think he's put on much weight. Why? Does it look like it?
I don't know. He was either a Snapchat or something. He just looked fat as fuck.
I think it's the beard. It's like an actual really thick, big beard.
See, I wasn't going so much fat as like more special, you know?
Yeah. I confronted him about how all of you guys call him special this weekend. I was like, dude, like you just need to tone down like your whole Down syndrome act when you're around them. Maybe they won't call you Special Luke. And I don't see that happening anytime soon. So.
Well, he put up so much special work out there that like he has to go complete opposite side of the spectrum and just like be a genius and like straight up shave the clean beard. Actually, he's redhead, right?
Yeah.
He can never get past the.
He'll go to his deathbed saying I'm strawberry blonde. I'm strawberry blonde, man. I swear. Look at this.
Osha's like Auburn or something like that too.
Yeah. That's why his mom calls him Red, and that's why Harlan called him Red once in front of his mom, and it embarrassed all of us.
Hey, we both call each other. Both call Red Red.
Oh, that's weird. You call him Red, I call him Red. Huh? Imagine that. Small world.
All right, let's move on.
Just in my opinion, Special Luke is special. I don't want him to change. I've only met him once, and he made me laugh for about a half hour straight. So I'm into Special Luke.
He went on a rant this weekend. We went to this bar named after the Civil War general, and he went on this rant about how the Civil War general was such an idiot, and how his tactics in war were like so shitty, and that how he like
that's probably why they lost.
What?
I was gonna say that's why the South lost. That's probably why.
Right. Well, he said like it's like nothing had been funnier to him ever more than this guy's tactics in the Civil War.
You have to say like that. His tactics in the Civil War were just funny.
Yeah. Alrighty. Number 4.
Number 4, duh, Pears.
Wow.
Antonio Brown and D'Angelo Williams on bye this week, pretty much looking like a loss for Pete against Coach. So depending on what happens with Kyle and Jer, Pete may need to win the last week to get in. Will be interesting to see what happens there. Just unfortunate bye week timing. But the Antonio Brown, Alshon Jeffrey, Matt Forte, D'Angelo Williams, running back, wide receiver combo of the Bears Steelers is pretty scary.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm surprised he's this high, but I guess I'm not gonna drop him below. Who is 5?
Bruce.
I am.
I'm not gonna drop him below Bruce. But
no, honestly, Pete's team is kind of like a boomer bust because he's got those 4-star players that all 4 could go off for 20 plus, and then he just kind of fills in the Jimmy Graham not been that great, Giovanni Bernard, T.J. Yeldon, Russell at QB or Bortles maybe. So kind of some big stars and then some not so much. So again, another team that could any given week beat anyone.
Hey, let's also see that I have 45 more points scored. Nope, 55 more points scored than he does. So
maybe you are better. But at this time, are you better? Are you better to make the playoffs?
I'm better. I think I'm better. My team looks better this week with his good, like some of his best players out. So I think after next week we're gonna have the same record.
Yeah. This is really, it's really coming down to the wire, honestly.
It is. I love it. I'm not. Yeah, is it like this every year? It does. I feel like it's not.
Yeah, remember last year I started out 2-8. I had all the injuries, and then I was coming all the way back, and my team was actually pretty damn good.
Oh yeah.
I needed certain stuff to happen, and I ended up missing the playoffs, which was lucky.
That was huge.
Hey, just FYI though, I'm as of right now I'm playing in my matchup with Sam. Sam is starting Peyton Manning, and he doesn't have a backup quarterback, and his tight end is on a bye, and I really hope he keeps it that way.
No, he does it. He
won't.
He does it every week. He makes his moves either late Saturday night or early Sunday morning. Every week. Every week. Every time. Because there's been a couple times, I think he was playing Barry and I was in second, so I was hoping he could pull off the upset. And he literally just wasn't changing anything. And I was thinking about giving him a text, but I was just like, no, he'll figure it out. He'll figure it out. Sure enough, Sunday morning, throw some little switcheroos in there.
Yeah, he doesn't think about this all week till Saturday, and then does what he's feeling. He gets it in there. But he's not bad about fucking leaving people open like Harlan. All right, Move on.
At number 3, falling hard, but still going to win the championship. Small hands, full heart, can't lose.
Wow. Takes a lot of. How's the pride feel?
I feel fine, to be completely honest. My team, I honestly feel decent about my team. I'm literally praying. I honestly think it's going to happen. The ultimate karma in the championship. Small hands versus Attitude Era. Justin Forsett for 30 points. It's going to happen. I'm waiting for it. And just wouldn't that be ironic?
That would be the day.
But I'm still not sure who won the Devontae Adams trade yet. Because I think each of us might say our player, considering we know exactly how good they've been. But both of them have been very productive since that trade.
I mean, I'm thrilled. Devontae is getting 15 targets a game.
He got 20 last week, but he dropped 10 of them or something. I don't know.
Hey man, the Lions defense nasty. But honestly, I'm happy about it just because, in my opinion, I think Devontae is going to be a little bit more. Although it's hard to say because Carlos Williams he's been dependable, but it's can you really depend on a running back that's not going to start the game?
Right, and I can't start I can't force my brain to start LaShawn McCoy and Carlos Williams.
Yeah. So the fact that he's a handcuff for you, Bruce, is way more important.
Yeah, and that's why I thought it was a pretty even trade. He's very important for you because if LaShawn gets hurt, he's immediately a very good plug-in. And for me, especially now with all my fucking injuries, I had to trade off Jarvis, which I felt fine about because I have Cooks and Devontae who are both heating up at the right time.
Cooks is definitely heating up. Bye this week, though. Tough bye. And Gary Barnidge on a bye this week. Also tough. Yeah. Are you planning on using Romo? You gonna play the matchups and the who knows?
No. Romo's on my bench solely so that coach can't put him on his team.
That's a good strategy.
Great strategy.
I thank you for doing that, by the way.
Yeah, no problem. I always look weeks ahead.
I picked up. You dropped Derek Carr. I used my waiver to pick him up.
Yeah, I thought Coach was going to get Derek Carr, which may have been more of a long-term thing. He went for Kirk Cousins, the short-term plan, and he beat my ass with him. Fair enough, but Matt Ryan inconsistent in terms of, I love having Tom Brady as my quarterback, very consistent, and Coach's team is about to be number 2. And Matt Ryan may be his weak point at this point.
So let's get to that. Coach number 2.
And with that, Russell's recovery water all the way up to number 2. Number 2 in the actual standings, has now scored more points than me and has a better record than me. I was looking back at his season because I was like, Jesus, coach like came out of nowhere a little bit, and he went 0-2, lost the first 2 games against me and Barry, and since then I think he's only lost 1 game. So he's been he had all those injuries, but now he's back to full strength.
Yeah, his team is pretty goddamn scary. If Des Bryant coming back, and then I'm a big Charizard fan,
Oh, dude.
and
Yeah.
he didn't even play him last week, and he had 30 points. So, and he still put up 140. Like, if he plugs that guy in, Doug Martin, Lamar Miller's coming back. All of his guys are ramping up at the exact right time that you want them to.
Yeah, I mean the thing is with coach is like, who does Charizard go in for? You know, I mean, in this PPR league, we tend to play wide receivers in the flex, and Eric Decker has been a freaking machine. The guy just like he's not good, but he's good. You know.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's the Fitz magic. It's all in the Fitz magic.
Yeah. So
maybe he should be packaging some. When's the trade deadline?
I don't know.
Have one, do we?
No, it's coming up. I don't know when it is. Barry, I know Barry changed it, but
I'm not sure. Because he becomes a quarterback.
But yeah, I mean we'll see. There's really not like quarterbacks out there to get anymore that are like that much better than Matt Ryan. Like everyone's, you know, I mean there's like that big group that's everyone's the same, and maybe you play matchups, but Matt Ryan's right in that group, so we'll see.
Fair enough. And number 1
at the top.
And
Still, baby.
one
Kevin.
Era.
I can't imagine. I feel like you'll say this because you are on top, but I can't imagine you want to be like on top the entire season going into the postseason.
You know, I don't believe in that kind of jinxes. I know it happened. It's happened before. It happened last year. Harlan went undefeated whole way throughout. Met a buzzsaw in the championship. That is not me. I will stay up top. I believe in my team. Todd Gurley, that was the biggest move of the year, obviously. And him and Larry Fitzgerald was also probably one of the best draft picks that you could. Most teams that are winning this year probably have Larry Fitzgerald on their team, I would figure. Because he was a late round draft pick and he's been producing every single game. And I don't know. I'm just trying to set up for the playoffs right now. I already know I'm probably going to get a bye. And I picked up Carolina D last week. I think I'm set on that. I'm just looking for kickers now.
Who dropped Carolina D last week?
I don't know.
Both Carolina and the Cardinals defense were on the waivers last week because they were on buys, and me and Barry, or this was 2 weeks ago, and me and Barry picked them both up. I honestly don't even really need them, although the Rams haven't been nearly as good lately. I was just, to be honest, I was picking them up so that Barry couldn't have them, and I chose the Cardinals over the Panthers.
Yeah, and I think I chose the Panthers too. So I'm just a big Luke fan.
Fair enough.
All right, let's predict next week and call it a day. We're getting a little long on time here.
Yeah, let's do it.
Week 11, big a week.
Huge week.
Could determine the whole season, basically.
Yeah, I mean it's realistically, depending on what happens, this is the playoff depending week, especially for let's get to the matchups.
It's gonna be, let's start off with number 1, Kevin Barry, Attitude Era versus HaHa Clinton Wieners. Kyle's got a shit ton of buys this week. All people don't really matter, so I'll take myself.
The Clinton Wieners put it all on the line this week. Have to come away with an upset victory or out of playoff contention. Looks like he's set on starting Alex Smith, which, over Andy Dalton against Arizona, I suppose, maybe. And, I just don't see it. It's a tough matchup for him, and we'll go Attitude Era.
Yeah.
Sweet. Let's move on to the second could be easy matchup of the week. Don't take it lightly, Bruce. Mucka Mucka Bad Boys versus the JJ Cutler. You got to take care of business this week. Keep the good mojo going. I got you, Bruce, in a astounding victory.
I have myself as well. Looking to go over 500. Feeling great.
I'm going to take Sam.
Ooh, upset city.
I hope to God he keeps Peyton Manning in.
I honestly like his matchups this week if he finds a decent quarterback.
And I think he will.
No, he'll find someone. It just I don't even know who's out there at this point. So
I'll tell you. Stafford against Oakland.
that's probably the he went. I know he went Stafford on earlier this year.
Yeah, I mean he has a handful he could use. Yeah, Hasselbeck against Atlanta. I don't know. We'll see. That's bold though. I'm glad you did it just so we don't sweep. Who's up next?
Up next, 2 steps ahead versus 7th floor crew. Bottom of the barrel. Jerry, you still need a win. Still in it, maybe, possibly.
Yeah.
And if you come through this, there could be something in the water for you.
There could be.
Definitely in it. Has Drew Brees on bye this week and Eli Manning on bye this week, so he's going to be after a quarterback as well.
Oh shit! What an idiot!
Smart to have 2 quarterbacks that have the same bye. Very smart.
Very.
Ocean has ridden with Sam Bradford this whole year, so who knows?
No, he's going to go Rivers. I think he made the switch to Rivers, and then it was just Rivers bye week last week.
I'd hope so, because isn't little Marquis Sanchez starting?
Is that for sure?
Oh yeah, he's kind of hurt. I don't know if it's official, but I'm going to go. Oh man, this is interesting.
I'm going 2 steps.
Odell out for 2 steps. He's going to plug in Sammy Watkins probably against the Patriots. Never a good thing. I'm going to go with the 7th floor crew.
7th floor crew. All right, next matchup: brother-in-law versus Heart Can't Lose. Both 6-4 matchups. Can you stop the skid this week, Bo? How say you?
Yeah, this is the week. I'm not going to lie. I got a pretty solid with Edelman going out and Mark Ingram on bye. Pretty good time to play Harlan. And I think I get back on track, really solidify myself in that top 3 going into the playoffs. And, I'll take myself.
I will have to agree. The buys and the Edelman injury is just killer.
I'm picking Harlan. I have faith that Harlan will be able to put in Frank Gore, and I hope that he has the gall to pick up somebody like Danny Amendola on the waiver wire to fill in for Julian Edelman. But who knows? I mean, hopefully he listens to this.
And the Kelsey Wright matchup of the week is Russell's Recovery Water and Dow Pears.
Wow.
At the top. I try to put a little bit more enthusiasm in on that one.
Yeah.
How did it sound?
I like it.
I like the enthusiasm. I'm not sure about the pick of games. I'm taking Russell's Recovery Water in a blowout.
Blowout right here. Listen,
Yeah.
Solely because of the buys. I have warmed up to Pete's team throughout the season.
Yeah, I didn't even look at the matchup, but the buys are bad. Pete needs a win, though. I think he's going to muster up some courage. I need a win out of him to beat Coach, to fucking put his confidence down. And let's go Pears. I'm picking the Pears. We're getting an upset.
I'm going.
And one more thing. The Amendola Coach is going to pick him up this week. And it's going to fucking blow dick. He's number 2 on the waiver after Sam.
Yo, Barry, we know that you're literally like craving Danny Amendola at this point in the podcast.
Yeah, I want him.
No one else really wants him that bad, I don't think. I don't think he's going to drop to you, but I don't think he's a season changer.
Yeah, that's coming from the guy with fucking Brandon Bolden and James White on his roster. So that's where that's coming from.
Don't you mean Jerome White?
Jerome, who we both know is bad.
Yeah, I had to take a chance. I kind of figured this would be the outcome, but No, I mean when they were both sitting there was no reason not to just throw them on my roster.
I guess so.
Hey, can this be the thumbnail for for this week's video right here?
I think it's the start of the video. You should have started it like that.
Well, we're finishing. We'll see if I can change the thumbnail to this, but get a little something with the hands in it or something.
That's a nice beanie you got there, Bruce.
Hey, thanks, man. My hair, it's out of control. I'm looking like a Democrat.
And with that, I will take you out with. Oh shit! Why is it not here? Yourself.
Play it, Barry. I want it.
All the times that you rain on my parade, all the clubs you get in using my name. You think you broke my heart, oh girl, for goodness sake. You think I'm crying on my own, well I ain't. And I didn't want to write a song